I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can, but I read 17 books in the month of February. Here are my top picks for last month. Cream of the crop, Legendborn. Absolutely phenomenal. Lives up to the hype. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. I'm going to make this my entire personality. You can't convince me otherwise this book is terrible because it's absolutely phenomenal. I refuse to hear anything else. I also listened to The Kaiju Preservation Society. It was narrated by Will Wheaton. Absolutely hysterical. I love this book. It was just so funny, and I love how it makes fun of itself, and that's kind of a little bit self-aware. I also read The Storyteller's Death. Fantastic book, very nostalgic, deals with generational trauma and healing from that, as well as self-awakening and coming to age sort of thing as well. At least that's my interpretation of it. I also read Certain Dark Things by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I absolutely love her interpretation of vampires, or her ideas of vampires. Absolutely phenomenal. Loved it. I also read The Grimrose Girls, which is, I want to say, a storytale retelling of the fairy princesses from Cinderella, Snow White, and so on, but with a very dark twist. And also a little bit of academia in this as well. And last but not least, I also read Wings of Ebony. Absolutely fantastic. I love Rue. She is so tough as nails, badass, and absolutely loyal to her family and her community. I cannot recommend this enough. This is also another great read. So I also not seen here is Dowry of Blood. When I was reading that book, I felt like I was sipping on a red fine wine, if that makes sense. It was the first time I've ever read a book that I felt like I was reading wine. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's how it felt. But anyways, those are the books that were my favorite in the month of January. Obviously, all the books I read were phenomenal, with the exception of one, and I'll talk about that later. But let me know if you've read any of these and what your thoughts are.